In episode 4 of See You in My 19th Life, Ji-eum remembers her past lives and wonders if she should tell anyone about her reincarnation. She recalls a moment when she was Ju-won and thought about telling her mom, but she was scared of being rejected. However, her mom showed her love and embraced her, so Ju-won promised to return in her next life. While crying outside Cho-won's house, Ji-eum is approached by Shoha, who briefly mistakes her for Ju-won. Ji-eum composes herself and confesses her feelings to Shoha. As they talk, Cho-won's mom appears, so Shoha grabs Ji-eum's hand, and they run away. After finding a safe place, Ji-eum is glad that Shoha is holding her hand. Shoha asks why she's crying, and she explains that she dropped off Cho-won after drinking and saw Yoo-seon, who reminded her of her mom. She shares her experience of having a mom who left her when she was young, and they discuss the challenges of maintaining family relationships. They go to a convenience store and enjoy eating ramen together. Ji-eum suggests that Shoha should take his time with Cho-won and not try too hard. She believes that Cho-won will be patient with him. Ji-eum boasts about her drinking abilities, and Shoha questions why she's interested in whether he smiles or not. Ji-eum accidentally reveals that it's related to her reason for being reborn. Shoha is struck by Ji-eum's words as they remind him of Ju-won. He becomes curious, and Ji-eum teases him, saying he's becoming her fan. Shoha denies it, so Ji-eum gets close to listen to his heartbeat, which flusters him. They finish eating, and Ji-eum arranges a taxi for Shoha before saying goodbye. During the taxi ride, Shoha can't stop thinking about Ji-eum and wonders if he has been influenced by her. On her way home, Ji-eum encounters a mysterious man, but they don't interact. Meanwhile, Shoha visits Do-yeon and meets his younger brother, Do-jin. Do-jin admires Shoha and aspires to join the national athlete team. Shoha realizes he missed Do-yeon's father's memorial service, but Do-yeon reassures him that it's okay since they're not family. Shoha decides to stay overnight and goes to shower. Ji-eum safely arrives home and is greeted by Aek-young. They have drinks together as Ji-eum shares her plan to make Shoha forget about Ju-won and bring him happiness as herself. Aek-young worries that Shoha might discover the truth later, which could cause problems for Ji-eum. Shoha confesses to Do-yeon that he's afraid of being attracted to Ji-eum. When Do-yeon asks for an explanation, Shoha only mentions his fear of becoming a fan. Do-yeon finds Ji-eum peculiar but appreciates that she helps alleviate Shoha's sadness. Throughout the night, Shoha can't stop thinking about Ji-eum's statement of being reborn for his happiness. In another place, the mysterious man, Min-ki, opens a box containing what appears to be shaman rattles. The next morning, Shoha and Do-yeon visit Cho-won's garden, where Ji-eum also arrives. As Do-yeon and Shoha explore the garden, Cho-won apologizes to Ji-eum for drinking too much the previous night. Ji-eum plays it off and claims she can't remember much either. Cho-won notices Ji-eum running her hands through her hair, reminiscent of Ju-won. She wonders if they've met before, tempting Ji-eum to reveal the truth, but she holds back. Ji-eum accidentally knocks over a tray with cups while getting up to leave. The sound startles Shoha and Do-yeon, who rush over to check what happened. Shoha immediately helps Ji-eum clean up the mess, and Ji-eum and Cho-won tease him. Shoha is saved when Ji-eum receives a call, and he excuses himself to give Do-yeon and Cho-won privacy. Cho-won prepares tea for Do-yeon and boldly asks him out on a blind date. Unfortunately, Do-yeon declines, leaving Cho-won puzzled. Meanwhile, Shoha tries to avoid romantic advances. Ji-eum informs him that she will ask him out only 3 times in the future, and if he rejects her on all 3 occasions, she'll give up. On her way back to the hotel, Ji-eum receives a call from her brother, Dong-yu, who wants money, but she quickly hangs up on him. At the hotel, Shoha has a confrontation with Chan-hyuk, whom he had banned from entering. He kicks Chan-hyuk out with the help of security and confronts Ms. Jang, suspecting her involvement in Ju-won's accident. Ms. Jang doesn't seem afraid and challenges Shoha to reveal what he knows. After the confrontation, Shoha asks Do-yeon to get him the hotel's budget for the past 3 years to gather evidence against Ms. Jang. Do-yeon sneaks into the accounting offices to retrieve the files and plans to meet Mun Jong-hun later. In another scene, Min-ki is at a club where he shows interest in the lead dancer, Han-na. Han-na mentions that she is interested in a few people. After a long day at the office, Shoha heads home in a taxi, still unable to stop thinking about Ji-eum. Suddenly, he spots Ji-eum being chased by Dong-yu in the streets. Dong-yu wants money from Ji-eum and they start arguing. Shoha intervenes and accidentally gets hit by Dong-yu. Ji-eum gets angry and fights back, causing Dong-yu to run away. Feeling embarrassed by her brother's behavior, Ji-eum apologizes to Shoha, worried he might think she approached him for money. Shoha dismisses her concerns and invites her for drinks. They talk about strained family relationships, and Ji-eum flirts with Shoha. They drink soju and share their knowledge of its origin, consuming several bottles. Eventually, Shoha gets drunk and they go for a walk. Shoha wonders why Ji-eum reminds him of Ju-won despite their lack of resemblance. He repeatedly pulls her face closer and she teases him about kissing her. However, she refrains due to his drunken state. Shoha opens up about the accident and his aversion to physical touches, eventually falling asleep on Ji-eum's shoulder, and she comforts him. Later, Ji-eum tries to contact Do-yeon to pick up Shoha, but he is unavailable. She decides to use a cart to carry Shoha, using a skill from her 16th life. Shoha keeps falling off the cart, so she calls Cho-won for help. Cho-won is surprised when Ji-eum insists that Shoha sit in the front seat. Realizing the accident has affected him deeply, meanwhile, Do-yeon meets with Mun Jong-hun and reports that Shoha and Ms. Jang are having conflicts but nothing serious. Mun Jong-hun tries to bribe Do-yeon with money, but Do-yeon refuses. Annoyed, Do-yeon asks Mun Jong-hun a sensitive question about why he wanted Shoha back in South Korea, causing Mun Jong-hun to lose his temper. Cho-won and Ji-eum take Shoha home but don't know his passcode. They call Do-yeon, who provides the code. They manage to get Shoha into bed, but he starts having a nightmare about the accident and mistakes Ji-eum for Ju-won. He grabs her hand and pleads for her not to leave. As the episode ends, Ji-eum narrates that the hardest part of reincarnation is always letting go of the people she loved in that life.